In this video, I'm going to put the iPhone 13 Pro's new ProRes into test and see if it's worth the insane data that it takes from your phone. Stay tuned. What is happening, everybody? It is no other than your boy Sean Alami, and I hope whatever you are, you're healthy and you're in a great state of mind. Ever since the iPhone 13 Pro has been out, I've been very excited. I'm sure many of you guys feel the same way. And because of this buzz and excitement that's been going on in the past few weeks about the iPhone 13 Pro, I've mainly been focusing on making videos on the new features of the iPhone 13 Pro. I filmed a short film in Paris shot entirely on the cinematic mode. I will leave a link for you to check it out here. I did a 10-minute long video talking about the cinematic mode and gave you some great tips on how to use it the right way, like a pro. Link up here. Then I went ahead and I compared the raw capability of the iPhone 13 Pro to a DSLR camera. I will leave all those links in the description for you to check it out. And I am back again talking about the iPhone 13 Pro. As you might already know, with the latest firmware update, now you can record ProRes on these phones. And I was recently on a set for one of my upcoming videos where we had a real set, real actors, real crew, and the timing was just perfect for me to dive in and test this new feature. So when I was filming with my main camera, which was the Sony Alpha 7S III, I was also pulling out my iPhone using the ProRes mode and the cinematic mode. Now I have some videos where we can put next to each other and do a little bit of eyeballing comparison. So enough of me talking. Without further ado, let's look at these videos.
What happened?
You told me that I was crazy.
What?
You told me that I was crazy to even think about that.
But it's over.
All that time I did nothing but dote on you. Support
I
you.
know.
Love you.
I know, Joe. What happened?
You told me I was crazy.
What?
You told me I was crazy to even think of that.
In my opinion, the ProRes is a little bit more sharper. Of course, it has a little bit more detail. looks a bit nicer, but I mean the difference is barely noticeable to someone who doesn't have a trained eye looking at footage, meaning you're not used to looking at professional footage and footage in general and comparing it. I mean, that's great, but is it that great to be worth the insane data that it takes from your phone? I think it's like 1 gigabyte, if I'm not mistaken, every 10 seconds it takes about 1 gigabyte of your phone. If you ask me, I'm gonna say I'm not gonna be using it that often. And the reason for that is I just don't think it has the wow effect that the cinematic mode does, for example. I mean, I've shown the cinematic mode to my friends and family, and as soon as they see it, they're like, wow, your phone can do that. And it has that wow effect. I know it's not a mode that any of us cinematographers are gonna use it for our professional work, but I don't really look at it that way anyways. I personally never use my phone to take videos, generally speaking. It's white, no shallow depth of field, no great colors, no skin tones. And now you get all of that in your phone with the cinematic mode. I've been using this to film my dog just whenever we go for a walk. I'm really pleased with the results it can deliver. And it really doesn't take that much place in your phone like the ProRes does. And of course, you saw these modes next to the Sony Alpha 7S III, arguably the best mirrorless video camera out there. And I did that specifically to put an end to all the gossip and fear that's been going on of the iPhone 13 replacing the Pro Cinema gear, which is in my opinion inevitable. But it's too early to say that. But if you look at the Sony footage, just everything about this footage looks above and beyond of what an iPhone can produce. The details, the shallow depth of field, the dynamic range, the low light capability, the colors. I can go on for days talking about what my baby can do. Okay, now let's talk about the final verdict. I know Apple went ahead and introduced the phones with the 1 terabyte of space. I'm assuming they did this because of the ProRes upgrade and the insane amount of data that it takes, which also makes the price of the phone even more expensive than some of their M1 chip laptops, which is kind of crazy. And in return, you don't really get something back that's got that wow factor. So in my opinion, if you want to go ahead and get the iPhone 13 Pro, get the 125 or the 256. You can still shoot ProRes HD on the 125 and 4K on the 256, and just have some fun with the cinematic mode and just wait until next year and see what they do with the iPhone 14. Alright guys, if you found this video useful, please hit that like button so the YouTube algorithm starts recommending this video to people who are interested in this topic. While you're at it, subscribe for more content like this. Leave a comment and tell me what your experience was like using the ProRes option. Tell me if I'm crazy for saying I don't love the ProRes option. I like it, I just don't love it. At least not yet. Thank you guys for watching this video. Until we see each other next time. Ciao.